Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures outside of the TARDIS. I mean, they are not in the TARDIS, they are in another kind of space traveling machine.
Yeah, but that's another TARDIS, and they're in it.
Yeah, but not in the TARDIS.
That's just true.
I don't remember, do we have a name for the space station?
Yes, we do. Event Horizon.
Yeah, oh yeah, Event Horizon. I remember now. But yeah, hi everybody, I'm Takashi, and the one who you heard is the author of the story, Quill. He's not behind me, not near me. Across the ocean, or across multiple waters, maybe in another timeline as well. I cannot prove or disprove. I mean, we know in the Doctor Who universe they can go literally fall across time and space, so it's possible that you can use this code across time and space as well. But yeah, we ended up on discourse on what to do next. What is the end goal? Who is gonna join on the team mission? We ended in the conference room, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah, planning your hand. Let's see. Passport. Sarko's lover. Oh! Right. I remember the last scene was literally the doctor asking for, can we actually meet you? Oh no, not the doctor, it was Fanawin or Starwing asking for
No, you're correct.
them to meet.
Yeah, you're correct. It was the Doctor wanted to meet the captain, the Maxim.
Yeah, but he doesn't know who they are at the moment. Yeah.
Mm.
And it is complicated. No,
Yep.
they do know who they are because they said it's complicated, right?
Yep.
I mean, the title literally said what I was thinking about before we started that, yeah, they had some kind of past together, or maybe later on. But I don't think we need this dark music on it. There you go. Just here in the let's move everything for the music, for the title. What? Something actually surprised when she and the rest of her friends stepped into the white hallway they were in before. This time, however, it is empty. I mean, yeah, you were in the meeting for a long time and they just ran back to their own job. Or maybe they went around. Seems to her head, left and right, every the 5 times before she asked. Okay, where did our welcome reception go? Last time we checked, this place was crowded. I mean, yeah, they welcome you and they moved on, right?
Yeah.
They moved on. He said I explained as he looked across the empty hallway. Then across days ago. Oh. Let me see. The conference room is the toilet in itself. Isn't it? They? Something and nothing exclaimed in astonishment simultaneously. That's what points out. But we were in that conference room for about an hour. Something, an hour is a long time as well. Even if it was not days, or was only an hour, they would have moved on as well. A couple of hours tops. I mean, an hour and couple of hours is not the same thing.
Yeah.
It was like if I'm saying that, oh yeah, it was maybe yesterday or 2 weeks ago.
A couple hours is her top prediction. It's no more
Yeah.
than this.
I can tell you all actually how long it has been. That's so offense with a slightly bearing tone. Brings out his 32 number and checks the time. Okay? Based on that verse about facing guys nicely. Allow me to hallucinate you on the situation in here. The Event Horizon is a TARDIS. A massive mothership TARDIS. What does the TARDIS stand for? Time and relative dimension in space. When I first heard it, I thought that the doctor was just making fun of me and calling me childish. Nervy, serving, and serving as well simultaneously. Dr. Vision and Dr. Kyle hold their silence. The latter of which continues to tug on the lollipop and giving the host a shrewd look. For she had already foreseen where the conversation is going. Exactly, Prisoner agreed. So both time and dimension are relative in this space. Injections around them. That is important to keep in mind when you try to navigate your way through here. Before you go anywhere, decide in advance where and when you plan to go. If you don't, you will be wandering about randomly. Besides, I mean literally, if the doctor wanted to, he could literally trap enemies in the TARDIS. Just
Oh
like
yeah.
a literal police box.
Yeah, which reminds me, we should still have to watch that death battle with the Doctor versus Rick Sanchez sometime.
Who?
That reminds me, we still need to watch that death battle with the Doctor versus Rick Sanchez.
I don't know who Rick Sanchez is. That's the
That was
problem.
that would be from Rick and Morty.
Oh! I would not be able to think anything because I have not seen Rick and Morty.
Okay.
I have seen just little games about nothing else.
In that case, that video would teach you a lot about that character.
Hey! I think more than that. I actually need to go somewhere specific. Yeah, literally you could just lure an enemy inside the TARDIS and then make some rooms where the time goes super fast or super slow. That's kind of both. The entire time and dimension within this space are constantly changing. The lumber and the groove shortly. These shifts are sometimes happening. That's why deciding where and when to go is important in advance. All you have to do is not through any of these doors. Yes, the boat. You can lead anything where you intend to go. It is also true, even if the location used to lead somewhere else. I am the perfect thing for that. I don't know if you can guess what I'm bringing up. There you go. Literally is what's happening here. Any of the doors can lead anywhere at any time. That's why there was two giant bubbles at the same time.
Exactly.
Now we solved the mystery of that dating scene. They were literally in the TARDIS.
That's right.
This is also true even if the location used to lead somewhere else. For example, we can turn around and go right back to the door we just came from, and we'll lead someplace else. Unless we decided that it will lead to the same location we have been. You don't say! Then the people while her eyes and head were about in a way. Moments of steam leak from her ears. All of this is relevant to the Time Lord, but you are all forgiven for not knowing that before now because your TARDIS is broken like hell. It seems not only the combat alone chip doesn't work, but also your doors lead to one place only. Also, I met him in this way. In that case, I think I will make my own way to your ship. I mean, literally you don't have to get any guidance. Just go through the door and literally think of lead me to their ship. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
It's called the Maxim, by the way. Until I explained to the doctor. Whoever distinguishes each vessel apart from each other, in order to ensure we don't call all of them the TARDIS. This is what I said, that they were not in the TARDIS at the moment. Each captain of the ships gives their vessel a name when they receive their key. By popular vote, you know, as a doctor, your ship is the only exception. The TARDIS is not the only classification of the type of your ship here you have, but it's actually a name too. I mean, just like he was the lost Time Lord, he had the lost TARDIS for a long time, so it was apt to name the TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
But
They would probably also call his ship the original ship too. And even on Gallifrey, it was a very old model. The Time Lords of his native world were tempted to put it in a museum.
then belongs to a museum.
Mm-hmm.
Another popular nickname we have for this is the blue police car box, or the blue box, or short. Or short, not short. Short. I mean, there have been shorts that have the blue box on it. For me also, the doctor ship, but I can't actually get it. As you said, it's a confirmed to the Manchai. Did you say the Maxim? Let's double check with that was. Did the Maxim actually appear in the show?
No.
No. Okay, it's just for you.
Although if it has, in later episodes of it watched, then I'll be surprised.
It's funny enough when you say the Maxim, there is a different thing that comes to mind. Which has nothing to do with time traveling. The old Sims.
Oh, okay.
It's not Maxim, it's Maxis, but still.
Neat.
Indeed, sir. It sounds like confirmed as I came back to the doctor. The all looked astonished, nostalgic, and thoughtful. Several other members of this party noticed this, and they almost inquired about it. Well, if you are going to the Maxim, the secretary said initially to the doctor, but the third focused to their host, Miss Sanders, then I guess you will be escorting the rest of us to have a tour. After all, we can decide in advance where and when we may go on the ship without being aware of what options we have. Yeah, doctor, I'm literally leaving you two alone to talk out your differences. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Given the flexible quantum nature of this vessel as well, I assume I said a map usually wouldn't be moved here. Indeed, but Doctor. When the sun ascended, he learned the light brown purified tablet attention again. The maxim is kept in bad leadership. You won't be able to just open the front door without it and without an invitation. That's right, I am my size screwdriver. I mean, if anybody, it would be him who would be able to find any kind of solution. Oh, maybe Vision. Then I shall never to be invited. But her reply simply then turned away. As he does so, he sent back to the rest of them without looking. Now, if you will all excuse me, he is expecting you. Based on a cause of the doctor and expressly under his breath. Now suddenly. Yeah, it is complicated. So the TARDIS is literally like a door, a house door for vampires. You can't, the vampire can't enter unless you invite them in. Yeah. Knowing this in the door, he saw loses the interpreting feedback, but who does nothing. He considers polite. He knocks on the door. More importantly, he sent a sampling signal, which should be picked up by the heart of this particular TARDIS, the Maxim. He can do that? I didn't think that he would be able to use telepathy.
I've learned throughout the show he is indeed telepathic.
Yeah,
And
but he hasn't done that in pony form yet. That's why I was like. That in turn, he sent an alert on I noticed to the ship's captain. After standing there for a minute, there seemed to be no reply. The door remained shut. Similarly, the doctor realized that it did not necessarily know as well. Instead, he slowly and carefully tried to open the door. If he requests for invitation while acting, this should fail. He's like, grabs the D20, rolls it on the floor. Ah! It's a scene! He slowly opened the door. More and more. The more the door peels away, the more it reveals a familiar sight to him. The sight of his library takes him back. For the Maxim was the tablet academy he used to teach in. This is new information because we don't remember the interior of being a library. It was not really mentioned.
in the part of the show I have left off on, in the start of the season, he recently got the last Time Lord companion that he ever does in the entire show, um, unless you want to count River Song. Uh, and to her, they keep talking to each other about the place they were taught as the academy. Uh, what do they teach you in the academy? Is what something they keep saying back and forth to each other. So yeah,
Yeah,
they never said the name of the academy, but they definitely have been in one.
yeah, they told me how to steal non-working TARDIS.
Oh yeah, I guess.
More and more, Dr. Telly becomes more certain precisely which family he is dealing with here. Hello? Look out loudly. Unless you show evidence to the contrary, I'm going to consider myself invited and come on in. This is perfectly vampire behavior. Harry continues to greet him. He's unnerved and mystified the doctor sadly, but he decides to be bold and never on his promise. The moment he takes his first step in, he's overcome by a sense of duality. The spirit of the Maxim is gladly inviting him in, but it is a different story with the captain. While the doctor is anticipated, he's not entirely welcomed by her, more like tolerated, can I meet for life. The reason behind that is not out of anger, bitterness, or hatred. More to the contrary, what he senses from her is more like love, but it is also twisted with an unbearable amount of pain. I mean, that would be the same for Rose, right? If she was,
Who's
the
Rose?
first, the, not the first, but one of the half-part of the story. The humor Rose,
Rose Tyler. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here. I, I want you to be here, but you shouldn't be here, right?
Hmm.
The story can easily relate. The matter about the ship, in a bit of a nostalgic need. While it was fluid, he appears some internal traffic guidance. The speed of the ship is informing him in where he needs to go to find what he seeks. He combatively follows the internal instructions. Ah, he is not an RPG player. He goes for the main mission.
This time, yes. In a way, he knows what the rest of the academy looks like. Anyway,
Yeah, if if this were a game, I would literally go around the ship, check for all the hidden secrets, and then go to the main mission.
yeah. There's a, maybe he could have found a treasure chest if he did that.
I mean, especially in the library, there's a lot of lore.
It looks like the academy, but it's not. So some new stuff might be in her.
For that reason, he's eventually rewarded by finding what he sees in an area that looks like open space, leading to open air above. Far above that is a giant clear dome that surrounds Gallifrey, or rather, on this replica of it. In the more immediate area, this section is the garden surrounded by white pillar columns, holding up the outside hallway of the academy. The pony that is sitting in the edge of an elegantly lit fountain. What as viewed as bearing down a functional clear clock at the center of this fountain. Bernardino is sitting facing towards the fountain, which means her back to the drugstore. Her highlights are also idly swishing within the water of the fountain. That is a very well known picture, right? I'm trying to find the one that is not a license.
Since you said that, now it's starting to make me doubt what you bringing up.
Anyway, I'm just hopefully some this is from Shutterstock and license. There you go. And any of these pictures are fine for what's happening right now.
Well, yeah, that's basically right. But imagine the feet is in the water. I thought you were going to bring up the picture of Lyra sitting up on a bench.
No, that is a famous picture that not of these. I can't find because you were like, I'm gonna push you all the license stuff before you find the one that you are searching for. It's just a girl sitting, smashing the legs, smashing the water around. The pony doctor is thinking. Oh yeah, I know.
You know that paragraph.
Yeah.
You're done with the paragraph. Yeah, right.
Doctor sighed and thought his way closer to her. His gloves are quite audible, alternating the grassy area. Along the way, realizing that if she doesn't approach, she's giving no outward sign yet, which is not surprising knowing how she acted in the last scene.
This is the first time anyone from the Doctor's ship is meeting her. But yeah, Crackle met her
Yeah,
before.
and she wasn't
Bella
necessarily doing the same thing.
Bella didn't say anything back then either. He was just reading a book really
Yeah.
fast.
Then he sat directly behind her. They both remained in silence for quite some time. They both know exactly how long. I knew it would come to this someday, Linda answered quietly. After all this time, I don't know how to prepare myself for this. You know me, don't you? Doctor asked with a bit of quiet awe. I mean, you really know me? It's not just what I will do in my future and your past, is it? But simply shakes her head, sadly, while continuing to eye her own reflection in the water below her. Then, do you come from the other universe too? The one where we look more, well, Homo sapien? Huh? Yes and no, rather than answers. The toy is taken back as he asked, what does that mean? I was born here, in this universe, the pony universe, rather than answered. That is to say, my true body is this thing. He gestured to herself with an inward wave of her hoof. It is an artificial shell housing my tabulating consciousness. So did she go to the human universe? It was him as doctor.
You might think that's what he's starting to think.
And so the back of his neck in discomfort, that said, makes me why your mind and body separated like this, but my guess is it has something to do with the time war. But Melody short, as she said. Let's just say I kind of had to be smuggled out from somewhere. During the war, those seems to be a member of our race, so certain modifications have to be made in order for me to survive. I'm sorry, Dr. said suddenly. She needs to help, as she said. It wasn't your fault. In fact, this was your idea. You saved me. Once again, heavy objection. You know my take on the Doctor and the Daleks. In the sense he is 40 for the whole time war. Even though I cannot prove that the Daleks would attack if he wasn't there. Because time by himself. But in this time he is the fault. He's the reason. For once, it's almost bad to him. Like she was about to say something else, but managed to stop herself for some reason. His announcement makes him momentarily stunned. Oh, alert! At least in men, I survived. Body and mind. Do you mean to say your body is alive as well somewhere? Or you just mean this body and mind? That is out its wonder. It's a lot more than most of the rest of our kind can say. You know how things your mind in that person as well. Yeah. Exterminate. Deciding to flexible change the subject, Doctor inquired about something that had got him interested. He asked, let's go back to what you said earlier. I asked you if you knew me from the other universe. Why did you say yes and no? Because yes, I knew you from the other universe, but no, I'm not human by birth. Because while my original body and mind was born from this universe, my consciousness was also merged with my counterpart from your universe. Okay, so it is not that easy, it's complicated. For the first time, Melody turns her head enough to eye the Doctor over the edge of her shoulder. Because of that, he can now see her glowing and artificial shifting prismatic eye. So yes, Doctor, I am well aware of the marriage we had back then, as well as our kids and grandkids. Wait. She is the grandmother of the first companion.
Yeah, Susan.
Is it canon or just random fact for you?
It's in the story. Though he was definitely married before, because he would have had to have done it with someone to have kids. And the first Doctor was fiercely defending his wedding ring.
Ah, I mean, I was almost saying that. Actually, no, you don't have to be married to have kids, but you should be.
You can find pictures of his wedding ring if you want, if you looked it up. Be sure to
Oh,
specify the first Doctor.
I mean, this is not the first Doctor, but he has a wedding ring as well.
Hmm.
I have not seen
I
him,
don't.
by the way.
That's actually not the same ring, I think.
Yeah, the
As I
other one
said,
is a better view of the Doctor's new ring. But this is the only Doctor ring it shows. I will not find the old one. It's fine. So, momentous epiphanies are cut down on the Doctor all at once. However, one thing that suddenly occurred to him now is something that he feels is so important. He asks us now if it involves by yourself, maybe also by yourself in a way. I mean, yeah, it is even more complicated if, yeah, I know you, but I also know your pony you.
Hmm.
And I know you. It's not really me, though. Time is very relative to a Time Lord. Wait a second, is that true with me too? Doctor asked in astonishment. Is his body born a pony? Or pony-ish, but I supplemented with memories from the other universe? And my other memories are much heavier, so it outweighs the pony form? I mean, no, because in her sense, she remembers her pony form, her pony memories. You
Yeah,
don't.
right. That is a difference.
So, in her case, the human, or the humanoid memories were copied over. In the doctor's case, they overwrote the pony memories.
Hmm? Or he never was a pony. He became one when he came to this universe.
Yeah? Just like certain pony who shouldn't be here. There is one oddball in the Expected Girl series who never had a human form. Or at least we have never found them, unless she killed them. We don't have any information about it. And Dr. focus back to water below her. Dr. knows how she's avoiding answering his question, which means that's what he needs to shut up somehow. He is not bad to know yet. Yeah, when you are talking about you want to avoid spoilers, the fact that you are not answering is a spoiler itself, right? Dr. sighed when he realized he's going to have to let the answer to that question slide for now, even though it feels very important to know. Until he gets his answer, he just knows that question is really going to neck him. Yeah, just like when I try to find a word and I can't find the word in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, so you know about us. The success quietly, as he goes to stand directly beside her, to her left. He too gets down into the water of the fountain. Indirectly, it also means he can now more fully see her face slipping in the water.
In the lit water.
In the lit water. Yeah, the water is very lit. It was a long time ago, Doctor. But necessarily. Things have changed since then. A lot of things. It might have been a long time ago, yes. But we are Time Lords.
Hmm?
Time is relative. Including that, Dr. President as he looked right at her. Including us. I mean, there was never an us. There was a you and her. I am not her. I just have her memory. And feelings. Melanie frowns, but holds her silence. It seems to him that the answer is yes, but she does not want to admit it. Not aloud, almost not even herself. Doctor now matches her frown as she looks back into the water. We had good times back then, as you know reminiscence fondly. Very good times. She found again. Before you had to leave. Before you were banished as a criminal. This happens around the third Doctor or somewhere? Or was he already punished in the first?
The first Doctor.
Oh.
He did steal a TARDIS, but there might have been other circumstances too. And he always kept quiet about his true reasons for leaving the Gallifrey.
Then he goes back. That's why I was like, oh, is it after the war? When he was punished or what?
No, it's way before that.
I mean, after the war he was punished as well because the planet doesn't exist anymore.
In that case, you could say that the Gallifrey was banished from him.
Yeah. But that's possible with tears, shortly before she applied more tools over her face. Wait. How are you tearing up while you have mechanical eye?
Yeah.
Because the only reason why somebody would have a tearing lens is that to dilate your eyes. That's the reason why you have that. Natalie Moffat, she had before the war. I mean, it can be not just a normal human opportunity. It can be maybe window wiper fluid or something like that. Those eyes need to be cleaned as well. After all.
I wrote something later that specifically contradicts that, actually. That she couldn't cry in that body. Not in the physical sense.
I mean, maybe he is imagining things. It wasn't a tear. It was a fountain smashing one tear, one splash of water, and it just fell down. Just slipped down, and it looked like tear. So just slowly he died, and he continued to stand there silently. He's far more quiet than she is being right now. But tears rolled down his eyes too. I mean, wasn't the Doctor almost unable to cry? Or was it anti-civilian? He suffered flashbacks from the many methods during the entire war. The screams of the dying echo in his mind, and the Mecco, yeah. The background is filled with the sound of laser blast and explosions. And yet, it has been centuries since he found this close to home. A home the part of him needed to return to. Yet, he made it at the same time. Not everyone was mad back then, and then. There were some, like her, that were good souls too. People who did not deserve what happened to them. Wait, do you mean to say that most of the Time Lords deserved than us? Be careful what you are talking about, right?
It can be bad for other reasons.
He died back then. Of that, Doctor was certain. And yet, here she is. Ah, so the humanoid materialized. He's like a last echo, remnant of the memory she shared with her. I mean, once again, Doctor for a long time thought that he was the last Time Lord.
Yeah.
Which proved to be false info. what he can see of her now is happened in the Time War in this universe too. Based on that feedback, he can tell he still has ways to go before he can consider the Time War for the team to the level of his satisfaction. I mean, what happened if he fully teamed the Time War? Will he just go back to his family?
He'd probably keep on exploring, but in a much more content way,
Yeah?
with fewer regrets.
I mean, there is one way to fully stop the Time War. There would have been one way to fully stop the Time War before it became peace time.
Yeah.
Was going back, meeting yourself and stopping yourself from stealing the TARDIS.
He didn't invent the Daleks, he just antagonized them a little bit. And then he antagonized them a lot.
Yeah. When I first after realizing was the reason why they were told us, oh, wait, we don't have to try to survive here. We are the ones who are.
The show does get to that eventually, though.
Yeah.
About the origins of the Daleks. Actually, that was a pretty good arc.
Yeah, in a way, in this timeline, he is the reason. So it would be the same time war if he wasn't there. Even if they came out. The terrorist is a long breath to let's say says to her painfully. Use it. What? Is it a memory wipe?
Read on?
A moment of silence passes between them. During that time, Melanie whimper shivers down. It sounds to him like she might be listening to him now. Use the pain of what we talked about in the Time War to fuel our determination, change the outcome. Ah. Not to elaborate. What we most suffer through is saying, but we are still here. I'm convinced it is for an important reason, and I have decided that the reason is for myself. I want you to do that horrible war again. Never again. How are you supposed to tame the war if you don't go through it? You do have to go back there at one point. That's what leaves him shaking who? He eyes the meat. Usually he finds this polarization adorable. But I know he finds it as frustrating. He wishes he still has fingers. He knows they would have been crushed into face at this moment. I'm gonna write you something. I'm not gonna say this on the stream. Because we don't have the match or anything. There you go.
Okay.
Nonetheless, the sentiment stands. He knows he's determined, angry, and determined. Yeah, you said that before. I know, Doctor. I agree. But I didn't expect it. That's why I am here. That's why all of us who made it this far are here. Hearing that, the doctor is back up as he looks to Bernardino to his right side. And this is also why there isn't room for anything else. Bernardino adds faithfully. The pain wins and Quirrell lives. Her eyes gleam with their fan looks of tears, though only one of them is visible in the reflection of water. One of her eyes is still covered with her mane. Oh, that's her expressing with disappointment. Her is almost drooped because of that. But this again with me, as he suggests and reminds. But we both have a TARDIS now, and it is currently north with yet another TARDIS. Time is relative now within each of these vessels. So that we could make the time for whatever we want. You know, this could last forever, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We could make it if we tried.
Yeah. You don't think I know that? But I didn't ask him with pain bitterness. He almost sounds innocent on top of that. All I want to do is be held by you again, to be kissed and loved by you. In the second hoof, Dr. Leaf's right hoof, and almost really into the left shoulder. Holding him tight is all he wants to do at this moment too. No, I'm not saying it. It has been so very long for him. You will never get this chance again. No, you don't. You don't even have the chance right now. He later says that no, there is no space for you at the moment. You feel it when he sees her paper shake her head. But I think if we both know that, if we do that, if we turn into these urges, we won't remain focused on any other objective. The Time Lord and Lady lived a very long time in this cycle, but it isn't unlimited, and we still have a very long way to go. It is important that we do what we do on that, Doctor. The fate of our entire race rests on our shoulders, and the fate of the universe by extension. She shakes her head sadly and painfully. What we do out here is too important to raise the source of this mission, no matter how much our hearts cry out for it. So what she's saying that I am open to it after we save the world.
Correct, actually. In that case, she would be very willing.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Doctor, but I can't allow myself to lose focus. But one day when everything calms down, maybe then we can allow ourselves to have selfish indulgence. But until then, Lila tells no. Conclusion, Lila sentence is too painful for her to admit over and over again. Doctor slowly lowers his room back to the ground. He aims his face forward, just his eyes tight, and lowers himself. He tries again, but harder this time. So close, yet still so far away. Two star-crossed lovers, I held up, who found each other again and against all odds. But only symbolically goes enough to call out to each other, across a gaping chasm. There is still a way to go to totally fill this gap between them. And now he understands her reluctance to see him. It was so much easier for him before to remain focused on the mission. It did not really occur to him the chance to live with her again was on the table until now. Now, however, takes the thing with the pain of my vicious thought. I mean, yeah, you are now reluctant, but you also gain a goal.
Alright,
A reward.
that's definitely true. Uh-huh. More incentive.
Yeah. On the other hand, there was a very long time in this life when they thought he was removed from this possibility entirely. Now it is gonna be the figure of fate. Then after he saves the universe from this time war, he's gonna be transported back to the human universe and not be able to join back with her. I'm calling it now. Because nothing goes how the Doctor wants. It was even before the time war. The reason why he planned Perfect, and the reason he was money from it was affirmed the serious possibility that he might not ever see her again. He set out to make peace with them, especially during this first cycle. With each generation he went through seeing them, the past felt a little more distant. This path like both the blessing and the curse. But then the war happened. War never changes. Since then, many things have changed. But not the war. Changed in a way that he said things never seen before the war. The only positive spin he used to have about the war was the fact that it was behind him. He did not able to survive yet ever since, or for the sake of everyone who died. That was a punishment he decided for himself. He would survive and then know for the sake. I mean, yeah, if the time war wasn't behind you, that means you died in the war and you wouldn't survive. As much as he wanted to die deep down, and he would die with his friends and family, if there even is such a thing, then that was what he longed for. But that had the chance to make him happy, and he knew he did not deserve it. You know that? He chose the next best thing. The TARDIS. The journey. Back to the basics. That my job must go on. Helping others he found throughout time and space. For each person he saved, he had hoped he would feel just a little bit less guilty for what he did during the Time War. Melina, I swear to you, I will make things right this time. Especially this rat. I found out the problem of the Doctor.
What's that?
He always wants to make things right. What if he just left things?
Oh, it could be quite different then.
Yeah? It's a growing guide you should go left. And vow it to you with everything I am. Everything I hold dear. You, my love, shall see a brighter future than I ever did in my past. Even if there's a chance I might not join you in it. You will see it. You will see. Not with your own eyes, but you will see. This thing is finally being an android. But it looks to her from a lover of the right side. Every rational thought in her mind proclaims that the Doctor is making bold promises that he cannot keep. But there is something in his voice that reassures her emotions, that he just might succeed. Aside from that, Doctor was known to full of miracles before. Many had underestimated him, including his own people, and the Daleks, and every enemy. Nevertheless, many had relied upon him during the Time War. Literally this. Many underestimated him.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly something upon the watching just. There you go. I mean, in that scene, he kind of was the actor. There was a reason many had relied upon him during the Time War. He had excellent numbers that none other than had caught up to. His journey had fortified him to the mother culture of the people, as perhaps one must have secretly feared deep down. He hears again, making more promises like he did before. He accomplished some of them too, so it is never wise to completely dismiss the doctor, especially when he gets serious. He has knowing better than anyone else, anyway. So indeed, there is hope. Painful hope. To accomplish what he promised, sacrifices might have to be made. Once again, former husband is more than stepping into the forefront of the matter. He meets the challenge head on. You in the universe will realize how afraid and hurt he really is deep down. But the careful tries to avoid eye contact with him during this moment. The reason being is she is secretly aroused to herself, around herself, and to herself as well, probably. As fearful as she feels too, especially since she is a way less experienced adventurer compared to him, but she is determined to ensure that he does not shoulder all the burden on his shoulder all the time. Ah, so this is why you are so stoic. This is a forefront to hide your real emotions.
Mm-hmm.
If need be, he might even make the ultimate sacrifice. So they continue to stand side by side with each other, by apparently feeling alone at the same time. Oh, I mean, yeah, I understand. If they went together, even though they have time, they would just forget about everything. But
Yeah,
either way, they
that's
wouldn't be able to fully feel each other because in the back of their mind, that would be like, oh yeah, the time war is still happening, but we have some time, kind
yeah.
of.
She would feel guilty if she just indulges in the relationship, but it might come at the cost of not taking the Time War so seriously, which has the chance to like not save all the rest of their people.
Yeah, and it is different than other uh wars that, oh, I can just go back to and change it. You know, it's a time war. They they can change time as well. Even if you lock yourself into a hyperbolic time chamber, the war is still happening.
So yeah, what'd you think of that chapter?
I'm curious what you mean by the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah,
It can mean multiple things. One of them is literally just offering yourself in the biggest of the ultimate one. Or it could be just parting ways for fully and giving up on the doctor.
there were weapons
Or,
among the time
you know what?
the Time Lords that could also.
There is one bigger ultimate sacrifice. I am sacrificing the universe to be with him. That is the ultimate sacrifice, right? I mean, the doctor would deserve to be with someone he loves. But he doesn't know that. He is literally punishing himself.
Yes.
I mean, you deserve the punishment as well. Once again, I call his fault the war. Even if it isn't.
I ran across a video that was talking about good ways to try to write immortal characters, and the front cover of the picture showed the Doctor, particularly David Tennant's one, in front of his TARDIS door, and right below that said "The Lonely God."
I mean, I have to ask, what happens if you stab most of the heart of the Doctor at the same time? Will they
Yeah,
regenerate, or do they die?
I think you might be able to kill them, and I heard that there was if you kill him again at a certain right moment when there was in mid regeneration, it might be permanent. That was how River Song was supposed to take him out. The reluctant assassin.
Oh, I don't know about them, by the way. So,
Well, that whole plot occurred with the 11th Doctor, with Matt Smith.
I just want to know that it was a long time ago.
I think you saw it, but it's you might have forgotten.
I mean, it was uh, almost like 12 years ago when I saw it.
Might be interesting to watch that series again then for you.
Yeah, but sadly I don't have that much free time anymore.
Okay.
I mean, that is for people. That is why we are not doing reactions at the moment. Also, YouTube is elevated there this time with reactions. But
Watching it doesn't have to involve a reaction from recording it.
yeah. But yeah, in a way, sadly, I don't have that much free time, and my mother is always home, which is harder to record stuff. I mean,
Oh, you learn some stuff in this chapter. Plot certainly thickens. He met his wife again. A pony who is merged with the memories from the human universe, but she's got the one from the pony universe too. She's currently trapped in an android body, but she does have the Time Lady consciousness somehow. She claims that her original body is out there somewhere too.
yeah, it's very complicated because I am not her, and also I am not myself in my own body.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Her memories is like a fusion with the pony self and the human universe. So, given all that, even what little you learned about her in this chapter, you can understand why her feelings are so complicated.
So here is Valentina.
Okay.
I don't think he had memories merged.
He's not nearly that confident.
I mean, yeah, Valentina was not supposed to be a time traveler or an adventurer.
She actually is a pretty powerful character, but emotionally, she feels very fragile. Because like the Doctor, she is a survivor.
I mean, yeah,
Guilt,
she literally
guilty
cried
survivor.
in the android body.
Mm-hmm.
By not having real eyes either.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is her whole body android or I mean synthetic or part of her are still holy?
No, yeah, everything part of her is synthetic, including where her consciousness is stored. I probably could tell you a little bit about that if you want me to.
Oh, I'm
How
gonna
it's
think
stored.
of the better then. This is a method of comparison. There you go. There is our Bernardino.
It's probably closer comparison. either I haven't seen it or I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's, yeah, very emotional, rich experience, and not in, somewhat in a tragic way too.
Oh,
From what I can tell, that's a more accurate example. Yes.
assuming comparison. This is gonna be a stupid comparison. There you go. That is better than This is not true because he has some parts of human.
Yes. Therefore, cyborg.
So, so Ghost in the Shell is the best comparison we have.
Probably yes.
And also, if you are Android, you have to think, are those real emotions, are those real feelings, or just AI?
That could be an issue. But you don't know how her consciousness got stored in that vessel.
Also, there is a question. Even if we were together, how would we be together? I am an android, you are fully, none of us are in our own form.
But then we shall have cyborg children.
I mean, yeah, Android 18 was human before, and was modified. With cyborg, you can't really have children, from what I know.
When a biological body and an android love each other very, very much.
I mean, time and space are relative.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the TARDIS in her body and you can raise any kind of kid in there.
Well, the story will tell you more about Belladine as the story goes on.
Oh yeah.
As you probably would expect.
And we may see that next time.
And I do believe that your prediction there just was not anywhere in this chapter.
No. I definitely voted that it is not gonna be here, the shortest month. They were playing shortest month the whole time. But anyway, we are leaving. Tomorrow we are gonna do some this. Some backwards.
It's a cute game, but sometimes I get a little sad with that.
Sad.
Yeah. Kind of hurts to watch the ponies get hurt
Oh.
and crying and all that.
And the day after we are gonna do Haunted of Justice. And especially finish the third chapter. But now
Are you
we are
gonna
leaving.
are you gonna put in the title for the next chapter? And maybe I can hear your predictions for it.
Let's go back here. Oh, that's a long title. We have the title here.
Actually, you didn't put the title in this part either. Restaurant at the end of the universe. Is that title not familiar to you at all?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know.
I can actually tell you on that one because it's not a spoiler for that chapter, but it is a reference to something. You want to know what it is?
Yeah?
It's related to the series Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. One of the later books was called that exactly.
Oh, the books.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I didn't read the books.
Neither did I, but I was aware of that title for one of the later books. I don't know which one. It might have been the second or something out beyond it. But ignoring that reference, however, maybe you could have a prediction what will occur in the chapter?
So I'm assuming they are going to the restaurant and the end of the universe in a different space and time. So
Or just have a dining experience? Why not, right? That space station is able to warp itself around. It's one of its defenses.
there you.
Okay.
Let's our prediction right there.
Okay.
Because we are going to another time and space. We know
Yep.
they are not holding firmly there and they are not using myth.
Yeah. Why stick to one currency system when the residents are from multiple worlds?
They are playing with same people.
There you go. You are convinced that this is your kind of currency.
No,
Wave the
this is they
wave.
don't want much from me. Just here money.
You do want to buy some death sticks.
Anyway, thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye bye.